Hello and welcome back to LEAD SLINGERS. Today we have a special video made by request of our friends at UziTalk.com. Hi USS Arizona, let's begin. We need to ensure that the gun is completely clear. Excellent. Next, I'm going to remove the stock by holding the release down and pulling it all the way out. Where was that easy button? Oh yeah, right there. Now, we want to remove the receiver pin. There are several styles. I picked this up aftermarket from an online retailer. Some early MAC guns will have a spring-loaded catch. You will need to hold that down while you pull out the pin. Now let's pop off the entire upper. Look at the simplicity. This gun really is the AK of the submachine gun world. To remove the sear, we need to start by lifting the retaining spring. After that, simply pull on the selector switch. While you're pulling out the selector switch, the trip lever may cause a snag. I suggest spinning around if you do have that problem. And typically pointing the selector towards the sky or the ground will stop the trip lever from causing this issue. Please take note of the following: the sear spring, the trip lever, and the selector switch. Next up, we need to remove the trigger pin. Push down on the trigger, and I like to push the pin out with a punch. Usually once I get started, I can finish it off the rest of the way. Your results may vary depending on the fit and finish. After removing that, you can get a good look at the trigger and the disconnect. You will also notice that the retaining spring fell right out. Here you can take note of the way that the spring sits with the disconnect and the trigger. I would show you how to remove the safety lever, but it's such a pain to take in and out with the punch set that I have. I typically don't take it out unless I have to. Under there is a spring with a small plunger. After you remove the pin, it will actually fall all apart. Here's a hard to find bonus. If you're trying to remove the stock button, if you just want to look and see how it works on your own, or if you want to replace it with an aftermarket stock, typically you're going to need to remove this button. To do so, you push down on the pin that goes all the way across, and usually you can loosen it up by hand from there. You may need to get it started with a punch. Be careful when you start moving, there's a lot of spring pressure under that pin. You also notice a little plunger. The little side of the plunger faces down towards the frame. Last but certainly not least, to remove the magazine catch, you will go ahead and take the screw off the back of the plastic grip here. And once you take that off, you will see the magazine catch and spring. The spring actually sits right up against the grip, and that's how you get your spring pressure. Reassembly of the M10 is pretty straightforward. Just run the takedown steps in reverse. Thanks for watching. Keep it in the bullseye.